Yo, what's up, brother? It's your brother. And hopefully your friend, Big Hill. Rock Quasi in the building. Each one teach one. Yeah, man, I'm on my way home right quick. Get to take my 10-hour break at home. I'm usually at home 3 or 4 days out of a week. I say half the week I sleep in my own bed. You know, people have this misconception about truckers. They think we just spend every day on the road. And some do. That's over the road trucking, where you stay on the road for 3 or 4, 5 weeks at a time. I don't do that type of trucking. I'm a regional, southeast regional. I drive in the southeast region, and depending on the routes that I drive, I usually can get home. I come home every weekend, but like it's Wednesday now, so I'm on my way home now. And but that's not why I want to turn this video and talk about that. I'm making this video, man, because it's been on my mind. I called myself making it the other day, but I had I was in the big truck and I had my signal light on, and it was clicking through the whole damn video, and that shit was irritating me, so I don't really want to post it. But yeah, this video is about mommy and daddy issues, right? Because the other day, it was this chick I used to look at 2 or 3 years ago named Cynthia G, a YouTuber, quite popular. She got like 20,000. I think her videos get 20,000 views, but back when I was watching her, man, she was more conscious of black folk and oppression and, really talking about our common enemy that we have, white supremacy. And she shifted from that, man, and then started doing a lot of just black male bashing, right? And it seemed like most of her videos now is about talking about black men and how weak black men are, and she likes to hurl a lot of insults, and I don't have a problem with that. People have their opinions, but that's not nothing I want to talk about. But when I critically analyze why she does it, I remember a video she made talking about her dad, and how her father was a crackhead and how he was so disappointing in her life. So I guess that, being though she had that kind of experience with her father, and she hasn't done the work, I'm gonna assume, based on how she views black men, she haven't done the work around it. Now she has these issues that show up, that manifest in her hatred and her disdain for black men. And not to just pick on her, but it shows up in males too, because there's this cat named Tommy Sotomayor. I ain't never liked him, because he bashed black women to no end. I don't know if he still does it, but he built his whole platform on bashing black women, But yet, once again, I heard him make a video talking about how his mom was a whore, crack on crack. These millennials, man, these cats born from 84, man, back in the 80s up until about 96, from 1980 to about 96, and we was fucked up as a people then. That crack had us, man, decimated. They put that, when the CIA put that crack out here in the black communities, man, it ripped the asshole out of black folk. It ripped the fiber out of whatever type of progress we had made. It just totally destroyed it. And a lot of brothers and sisters, man, had to grow up without their mothers and fathers because they were sprung. And these same brothers and sisters, man, got mom and daddy issues as those. And when I look at my own life, I should have mommy and daddy issues. My mom and dad separated when I was 2 or 3 years old. And my dad snatched me out my mother's arm and took me to Texas with him. Well, he didn't just literally snatch me. But being though I was a toddler, I figured the first 2 or 3 years of life, a baby spends a lot of time in his mother's arms. And he took me, and although I had like 2 older brothers, he took me and left the other 2. So I didn't see my mother again until I was like, 13? But fortunately for me, he taught me how to respect it, because I remember as a child, he telling me he don't care what I hear, and he instilled in me respect for my mother. So by the time I got around her, it had been instilled in me to respect her. Mommy always right, you don't argue with her, and that, from my dad from the old school. So you know, and then with my dad, so that should give me mommy issues, right? But I don't have them. And then my dad shot me when I was 24. Man, put the damn 38 right here and blasted my ass, you know what I'm saying? And you know, but when I came into recovery back in 2001, right, I started doing work around these issues. These were my core issues, you know what I'm saying? And I done the work, and that's the point I want to make about this video. That, you know, I had to lead in, but that's the point of the video, is doing the work around your issues. If you have mom and daddy issues, man, it's very important, man, that you get real honest about what was going on, man, and come to some resolution, some spiritual, mental, and emotional resolution about those issues. Because if you have children, you just creating a pathology, because they grow up hearing your disdain for gender, black male and female. You know, if you're a woman, you got a daughter that I always hear you talking about sorry ass black men, you know, especially if you're talking about black men, that's gonna send her outside the race, you know, because she grow up listening to you and thinking that, you know, that other races of men are better than her own, based on what she grew up hearing you. And then if you're a brother and you got mommy issues, then, you know what I'm saying, he gonna grow up, you know, your son, if you don't teach your son, you know, if you're not, I'm gonna put it like this, if you're not in your son's life, then that's gonna give him these daddy issues. I mean, it's a lot of dynamics on how you get mommy and daddy issues and to what degree you have them. But the point I'm making is, man, is we have to be real attentive about the messages that we give these kids and how we show up in their lives when they're young. Because what we're creating, man, you know what I'm saying, is gonna be something, we're gonna create a generation like what we see now. You know, brothers and sisters with mommy and daddy issues. And, you know, and I recently, man, I've seen examples of it, and it's really kind of disheartening to me. You know, that's what compelled me to make this video, right? It's real disheartening, man, to sit back and understand that the only reason, man, that you have these views about black men or black women is based on what went on with you early on in your life, starting with your mother and father. You might have had other issues, but this one is about mommy and daddy issues. Because a lot of us, man, a lot of people who have issues with men and women can be directly linked back to the relationships they had with their mother or their father, or what went on in those formative years. So, you know, man, it's incumbent on us, man, that we try to heal, and try to heal from these pathologies we done developed. And if you got children, you know what I'm saying, make sure, man, that you real careful about the messages that you implant in their subconscious mind. You know what I'm saying? Because you're creating something, man, that's gonna flower one day. And you don't want to pass on your issues to your child. There's a lot of that going on. People passing the issues on down to their children and shit, you know what I'm saying? Because they never had done the work around them themselves. So, you know, if you got issues, do the work around them, you know what I'm talking about? And come to some resolution and some resolve about the things that happen in your life, and what went on between you and your parents. You know what I'm saying? So that you could be more wholesome and healthy in your perspectives and views about black men and black women. So I'm gonna kind of leave that right there. I didn't want this video to be long, man. I just wanted to talk about that because it had been on my mind for a few days. So peace. I'm out.